camera because I'm gonna smoke a bowl.
That's
But
fine. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are the Encounter Table, and this is Fireside Chat, where we talk about crap.
and 3 out of 5 of us have fire.
And Andrew, your fire is coming through your panda's eyeball. It must be green.
Is that a panda?
Red panda with clown makeup.
Kind. Yeah, I guess it kind
A
of.
panda.
red
You're
panda.
a panda.
What you gonna do, big guy? Sit on me?
Somebody got it. Thank you.
What?
He was quoting from Kung Fu Panda.
I haven't seen it in a billion
Panda.
years.
You're a panda.
I
Gonna
saw
do
the
sit
first
on
one when
me.
it first came out.
John Chapney.
My roommate despises Jack Black.
Oh, well, that's a shame. He's pretty awesome.
He's hilarious.
Andrew, I don't know if you know this, but you're muted.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
I made my roommate watch.
Hey, we're now live, according to Twitch.
Yes.
I made her watch Pick of Destiny, and she thought it was funny. She might convert to liking Jack Black.
She should. It's fantastic.
Considering the Pick of Destiny was considered a terrible movie, and she thought it was funny, yeah, she should like Jack Black.
It's not a terrible movie. It's great.
It's hilarious. Come over here so I can stab you. No, I'm not going over there. Yo, I think we can outrun this guy.
So, I did want to bring up that our last session did get us, me, some good review. Whatever. I sent it in to the Camp D&D that I was auditioning for to become a Dungeon Master, and they're offering me an interview. They said I did great.
Woo.
Are you
Yeah.
sure it wasn't because of Andrew's sexy jutsu?
It was
It was my sexy jutsu.
It's definitely. They said that it pays like $2 per player.
Up to 5 players.
Yeah, up to 5 players, and it said like an average of $50 or something like that. No more than 64.
68.
68. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I might
Per session.
and probably will become a professional dungeon master. Yay!
And it's what, 2.5 hours
Yeah, about 2.5 hours. Yeah.
per session.
Mm-hmm.
$68, 2.5 hours. That's not bad.
That's basically what I make.
It's pretty good. But it's, like I said, that's the maximum though.
Mm-hmm.
So
should
we
be
$50 for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So I don't know.
2.5 hours still isn't bad.
Right.
Andrew, would you pick a freaking face?
What's wrong with that
No.
You're a mimic.
It's got a baby inside.
What?
It's already eaten a baby.
That's the one. I think we figured it out. That's the one. Clearly, it has green swirls.
Realized the eyeballs are the loops on the bow.
Yeah, they're like jingle bells.
That's creepy, and it's like expressing and emoting.
Get angry.
Make an angry face.
Oh God. They're not jingle bells.
Oh, they're eyeballs. They're Christmas ornaments.
They're Christmas ornament eyeballs. That's got to be the greatest day for mimics. Is Christmas.
Right? Mimics.
All
Garrett.
you just need like a little like dead Christmas tree in the background to make it like a Nightmare Before Christmas scene.
Garrett not being a part
Yo.
of the actual game sessions anymore.
Right.
Didn't get to choose an undefined item off the shelf.
Yeah.
You should take the fist.
Garrett, would you like to pick an item from the shelf?
Our dildo.
You have
So
to tell him
fist.
what the items are without telling him what the items are, just the way that you told us.
What was that thing that Michael told me before? The bag of fondling.
No, I don't.
What now?
I don't think
Yeah.
that's
It's from a D&D book.
in there. No. No.
It's from a D&D book.
No.
You didn't specify.
It's like a bag of holding. It's like a bag of holding, but
These
it's
nuts.
holding your junk. Yeah. Holding
very
these
girl.
nuts.
So
Michael, let me have it.
there's
Mike is not a professional GM anymore. Is not a professional GM.
That's right. Neither am I yet. I am a
I thought you succeeded.
prospective professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to get the interview, but they said I did good, so we'll see what the interview holds. It'll be sometime
You
this
just
week.
gotta find out who your competition is.
Yeah, I'll take them out. They said they hire like
Exactly.
2 GMs a week. I'm like, that doesn't sound feasible. They launched their they finished their Kickstarter at like 400% of their goal, and that was at the beginning of June.
Well, people in the D&D groups on Facebook that I'm in are always looking for DMs.
Yeah. Probably because they're bad players.
And the DM gets
I was
tired of
thinking
it.
about this the other day. I was thinking about this last night or the night before at work. Imagine being your tech support and answering the call like a DM and actually like navigating the call as like a dungeon master, going like it's like a quest to fix the computer.
Mhm.
I think you should do that. Just next time you do something support related whatsoever, even if you call in somewhere, just treat it like a DM session.
The patron
It's
has
one of the
put out
best.
a call for aid.
Exactly. See, he gets it.
I alone have the knowledge and skill.
Actually, I want to go to McDonald's now and do that to the drive-through person.
I mean, certain other people in Hunter's company have the skills to help customers, but
Nah, they really don't.
I saw the greatest meme. It was one of those Picard memes, and it showed like a mouse and the person, and Picard's like the person's like, that doesn't look like where the tail would be. It doesn't look like it has a tail. He's like, fine, then right-click the hamster. Mouse, hamster, mouse.
What?
It was a meme of Picard just screaming at the person, right-click the hamster, when the person was on the phone saying, why do they call it like a mouse and
Oh.
stuff? And like, well, this guy's shaped
the-
like one, and he's like, and they're like, well, it
Calls
doesn't
it
have a tail
hamster.
because the tail should be out the back, and they're like, he's like, yeah, then right-click the hamster then.
Nice.
Now the problem is if you're at like, now you're talking to somebody that's like in like a kindergarten class or something, where they might actually have a hamster in there that could go into a whole nother type of incident, but
Whoopsie daisy.
I met some of these people. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, tech support is
So
an
it-
interesting question.
So Hunter, items. Power dildo. Where
Yes,
we standing with that?
items.
Closest thing to a power dildo will be the necrotic fist.
So there is
Yeah,
a
just a
lollipop.
There
dildo.
is a lollipop. There is a humanoid-shaped statuette. There is a necrotic fist. There is a sickle made of carapace, unknown carapace, and there is a tiefling skull.
There's also a leftover snow globe that did have a wizard in it. Michael decided not to take it with him.
The rune is also scratched. The rune that made it work.
Okay. Couple of quick questions. What's a tiefling?
Like a
They
demonish thingy.
Is that
they're
like a little
basically
hobbit?
demon spawn.
Human
They're
demon mix.
yeah, they're like part demon.
Ah, okay.
They have
Garrett,
demon ancestry.
Garrett, if I'm gonna
Yo.
make a suggestion real quick. Take them
I'm
all.
kind of thinking fist on a stick. This is true. I am a rogue. Am I
Yeah,
able
nobody
to
ever
take
said
them
you could
all?
only take one. Yeah, nobody said you could only take one. Nobody said we could take them at all, honestly. We just kind of did.
Question
No.
is, do I have take my bag? Am I able just to scoop everything into the bag?
Now, the wizard being the smartass that he was, if you were to take everything, he would probably use some magic to just bring most of it back and leave you with one item.
Okay, so I'm supposed to grab one item. I take the fist, I put it on a stick, and then I take the fist and I grab another item with it. So that way it's grabbing a thing on top of me grabbing a thing. So I get two things.
No, I'm not grabbing
Plus
the
I have a
second
fist
item.
on. Exactly. Did I touch the second thing? No, I did not. Power dildo did.
Oh my god.
The power fister.
I'm going
No.
with that. I'm grabbing the fist. I'm putting That's what I can do. Take the fist, put it on a stick, grab the skull, pull the skull off, take the skull, kind of put it on the hand like a puppet. Then I can use that to grab a third item.
Like one of those shark mouth grabbers.
Yes.
There is no jaw that would stay
Oh,
attached to any skull.
Well, not
It-
for an extended period of time.
Or
But, you
anytime.
know,
They don't
Yeah, it
connect.
doesn't-
Yeah,
I just
it
have to have
connects
it be
with
able to
tissue.
pick it up temporarily. You just have to have it
connects-
enough to kind of grab it, just to kind of push it into the bag.
Muscles and tendons.
Thank you, Andrew, by the way.
Sinew.
Mm-hmm.
I blocked the guy, but I couldn't remove the chat.
What's happening? Somebody
I
fucking with
removed
us?
That's
Kick
why
our
it's
ass.
all crossed out.
Yeah, thing.
We're not
happening?
violent.
Some spammer.
Uh,
Don't worry about it.
But
It's fine.
Garrett, I hope your artifacts are better than the one that I got. Mine had a lesser cantrip in it.
Yay! I tried to eat
I
me.
think
No,
I
it
think my
didn't.
method is a valid idea.
For the
I heard
100th
growl.
time,
figured
Josh,
out-
it didn't even open its mouth while you
I
were
heard
holding
you
it.
growling. That's why I threw it out the window. I ate a bird.
He told you that it
Wait a
was a
minute, wait a minute.
mimic, and you chucked it out the window.
Seemed like the thing to do.
So there's
I
a
agree.
there's wait a minute.
He
There's
didn't
a
even-
skull, a hand, a globe, a sickle, a statue, and was there a sixth thing?
A
A
lollipop.
lollipop. I think I can figure out how to get about 4 of these using my method. Because once the skull grabs the sickle,
The skull
then I
can't
tie the
grab
sickle
anything.
to the skull. Sure, it can. It just has to kind of like scoop it a little bit. You take you take a stick and you shove it up the power dildo
Oh
to
god.
then get the
Oh,
skull. Then you
Jesus.
put the skull on the tip, and then you kind of use that to scoop up the
N-
sickle. Then you use
no.
the sickle to
What?
pull the statue.
Suffice to say, the wizard is a
See?
lot smarter than all of us, and he wouldn't let it happen.
What? Where did you get this power dildo?
He's talking about the fist.
The fist. I call the fist the power dildo because now with the stick up, it's whatever forearm, I
It's-
guess,
If
or
it's
hand.
the fister.
Yeah. Who's going to be using it thus?
Michael is basically in control of Garrett's character.
Well, there's a good idea.
Michael would approve of my method.
He's the
I
only
feel
one.
like they have similar play style, so it works out.
Michael would approve of my method of just stacking items on top of items to pull more
I don't approve
items.
of anything that gives Hunter a headache or causes him to start losing his hair, as far as I can tell.
Oh my
Michael very
god.
much reminds me of my old player Ricky.
Only smarter.
Well, I'll give him that. That actually makes it worse, not better.
No, it
Anyway.
does. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I read the comic you gave me where you smacked your head down on the desk and said, "And this is how you destroy my game."
Yeah.
Regardless, the fist is coming with me because I have plans with that for the innkeeper's daughter.
What
Oh my-
innkeeper?
We'll fight. There's always an innkeeper at some point.
All my
At some point, we will
innkeepers
end up
have
in an
half
inn.
ogre sons.
That's
I can
crap.
put a wig on that. You
Even
put a
on
wig
my
on it. You
phone.
pull out a knife.
Oh, Jesus. God.
So
Back to surgery.
the first game that we played, Garrett tried to sleep with the innkeeper. I gave or innkeeper's daughter.
No,
I
no,
gave-
no, 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 no. The first game was when I DM'd, and I had it as a prize where if you slept with the innkeeper's daughter, you could roll a dice to see did you win something or did you win VD, and then you get negative effects. Then
Lovely.
it just kind of spiraled from there. Every game I play now, I try to hit on the innkeeper's daughter.
The first game that I DM'd was with Garrett and Nick and Tyler. Yes, Paul, that
Oh, cool.
Tyler.
No, that's right.
Johnson?
Big T, yeah. It's when we were roommates. So Tyler slept with the innkeeper's daughter. And
Of course he did.
uh-huh. And yeah, he got a disease. And then I forget who. I think it was Garrett's idea to fireball him in the crotch because that should get rid of
Yes,
it.
it was.
Like,
Good
no,
old fire.
no, that's not how that
I mean,
works.
Depending on what,
if it's crabs,
depending on the type of VD, exactly. See, he gets it. See, everybody gets the. See,
I was
what I'm understanding
trying.
here is everybody gets my thinking except you. You should get me better than these people do. You know me longer.
That's why I keep trying to thwart your shit. I was trying
And yet
to
you fail.
well,
make
well,
a
Garrett-
consequence for doing stupid things. And they were like, no, this is fun. You idiots.
Garrett,
Exactly. The world should burn.
you realize that
Yes.
I've known you almost exactly the same amount of time as Hunter because I met you because Hunter and I are brothers.
True, but he met me a few months before you did.
And you guys hung out more often than you and I hung out. But
Yeah.
you and I hung out at the mall a few times.
Oh yeah, but the problem was I was in school with Hunter, so we had a
Yeah.
hatred
So
of what?
at least 2 to 3 times a day. 2 to 3
I
hours a
remember
day.
at the
Yeah.
time I gave you a piggyback ride. About 3 or 4
I gave you a
steps.
piggyback ride too.
I would like to
I made
see
it
you
about-
compare a
Piggyback
piggyback
ride.
ride, Paul. We'll pay you money.
I made it about 3 or 4 steps.
And
Garrett
then
on my back.
collapsed.
Before you wanted to die.
No, I
I remember back in high school.
just physically could not hold on to him anymore.
I remember at lunch we used to see how many people we could get on my back, and I think the record so far is 7.
Well, that wasn't at lunch
Jared,
though. The
without
record
me
was
actually-
set at one of the games.
Who are
No,
a
no, no,
truck of a man.
Remember, you weren't there you were gone the day that Cole and them tried to do it at lunch one day, and that's where I got him. I got him, Brittany, Jess, Andrea's boyfriend, and like 3 or 4 other people. And what happened was the last person, I think it was Tim, was walking by, and he tried to get on there. And when he jumped on, he kind of slid back and threw off the balance.
No, that was at the football game when what was that little Asian kid? He could make it.
Travis. No,
He-
that was Travis did that at the football game. No, there's another time at lunch where we attempted it as well. And that's where I got up to 7 at that. The football game I got to 6, and that's where Travis went towards to the front and made me top heavy. The other
Pulled
one
the
where
whole
Tim
thing
made
down.
me back heavy.
Yeah.
Because what happened was I could still hold on to everybody, but then everybody else just slid off at lunch.
Well, Tim liked
Which
to
have you?
grease himself up and run naked down the football field, try and get everyone to catch him.
So does Samson.
I was the only one who wasn't afraid to get them, except for
No, I was not afraid. I was not afraid to. I just couldn't catch.
you couldn't
them.
catch
There's a
either one.
difference.
But I was just as fast
I know
as
that's what I said. I'm
Samson.
not afraid of them.
I was definitely not as fast as Tim. Oh my god, that man was lightning. But he slowed down enough for me to catch him. I got my arms around him, but he was so slick. Like
He's
with
a cartoon
Samson,
character, he just slipped right out.
with Samson, I grabbed his G-string, but Tim was wearing like
Baby oil.
slick, well, like the silky slick
Yeah, the athletics.
athletics like spandex Under Armour thing. Yeah. But Samson wore a G-string and thought that nobody would try to tackle him. I'm like, that ain't gonna stop me.
Yeah, so far only your brother was able to tackle me, and that's because he like jumped up and hooked my neck and twisted me, and just like threw off my center.
Oh, that was the twins thing. One would go for the legs. Remember Engine?
Oh yeah.
Randy went for the legs
they
and
tried
Jacob
to.
went for the neck. He did like a fucking Hurricane Rana.
Oh no, your brother did that by himself. He was the only one that actually would
Would
tackle
be a
me by himself
DDT.
because he would do that. The others all needed like 5 or 6
Legs.
people,
Saying
and then I think I gave him a concussion that one time.
Oh yeah, well Adam's easy to give a concussion to. He's top heavy. You
I
just look at him
I
wrong and he falls
barely
over.
bumped into him. Well, no, that's the one where I charged. 'Cause I thought he was going to move, and he didn't move, and then I knocked him back like
Paul,
3 feet.
Could
Just
you
running
imagine?
straight into him?
Could you imagine Adam Wormsbaker playing football?
yes. Andy says that Adam is like Homer Simpson. He's got a layer of fat around his brain that protects it from concussions.
Not against me.
No.
He was messed up for about a week
Oh.
after that. After that time where I actually rammed into him full speed, 'cause I thought he was going to move, and he didn't.
No,
He for about a week after had migraines.
I don't think he could move. That dude wrecked his body in high school.
He kept looking. He just like stared me in the eyes. I'm like, I'm coming straight. I'm once I could go, and I'm like a train just going like on the tracks. I can't really move, so yeah.
I mean, I was
went
too,
down-
and then I tried to plow through you. I got through Josh okay, and then I got to you. Bam!
Kind of hit a wall.
No,
didn't
there's the time where
It
Adam
was
tried
like
to-
hitting a brick
when Adam
wall.
Well, that's why
As
that
I
was the Great Wall of
said,
China.
Garrett is a truck of a man.
Because
Yeah.
then there was the time Adam tried to do the same thing back to me because he thought he was going to be smart and be cute, and
No.
then he got
Dislocated
the
shoulder.
rest of the day. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the shoulder.
Adam's problem is he's got little legs.
He does. And he wears those gigantic like 90s pants, the Jinko jeans.
No, he doesn't wear Jenkos. He just has really baggy jean shorts.
Really big baggy jean shorts.
Jorts, if you will.
Jorts, yes.
Yeah, I miss those Jinko jeans. I wish Trip pants and Jinko jeans would come back in style. I
Jenkos
still have my
already made a
pair.
comeback. Jenko's company came back. They're making pants again.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, where actually you could wear them and not be looked at like, oh my god, you're just trying to relive your youth type of look.
Are you kidding me?
Or you could just
Which
not care what anybody thinks about what you're wearing and just wear what you want to wear because it's comfortable
is
or
true,
you like
'cause
the style.
with working from home, I actually a lot of times do just put. I do actually just wear like a night shirt. I bought a night shirt because I was like, it gets hot in my office, and I like that breeze.
You got a moo.
So I got one of those old school like Ebenezer like things that come down to your knees.
Jenkos would actually be
Except it
great
looks
for
like-
lounging around.
That's awesome.
Oh, they are amazing. I recommend everybody buy one. No joke.
Like you got the whole full Ebenezer. Do you have a nightcap as well?
No. Mine actually just looks like a T-shirt. It's like a giant T-shirt, and it has a pocket right here, so I can put my cell phone. And yeah, there's a lot of times where cause what I do is my lunch is at 6:30. Cause by that point I'm like, I'm definitely not going anywhere. So, pants come off, moo comes on. Oh, it's just magic. And then I turn
Go
on
back
my
to his
I have like a ceiling fan and then a side fan, and I turn the side fan on so it blows like into the one side of my desk and it creates like a vacuum. You get that breeze going. Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, that should be like mandatory work attire. Fuck
Yeah.
sweatpants.
Absolutely. I don't know what I'm going to do with this interview. I'm gonna have to ask them when they email me back. But if I have to wear like a
Moo.
shirt and tie, or like, can I sit here with my graphic tees? Like, what's up?
Moo.
They required for the audition to record one of your sessions with either a really good looking like real background to like represent your game, or with a green screen and like really nice looking, like I had the fire background, and then like to dress up. I sit in a closet with no air conditioning vent. And it's 111 right now outside, I think. Something, yeah, 111.
Moo.
And I was sitting in here with like old school like linen tunic, double thick, and silk cloak. It was hot. I had an ice pack shoved down my back.
Couldn't really see
Yeah,
the
I'm telling
tunic.
you.
Just,
Yeah, whatever, the little white part, that was it.
yeah.
I'm telling you right now, pants make you about 30% less productive. Just
Yeah.
in general.
Oh no, I
You
wasn't
take
wearing
off
pants.
your pants, all of a sudden. Yeah, but ideally, even take the shirt off.
Yeah.
Just say you're a barbarian.
That could have been a way. I do have leather bandolero.
Say you're dude. Just say you're playing my character Braden, the barbarian dwarf, and he likes to just whip it out all the time. Anyways, he doesn't wear a shirt. There you go.
No,
You got the beard for it.
it's true.
Just gotta be brown, but it's close enough. We can get
Salt
some.
and pepper very much at this point.
Yeah.
Now you gotta learn how to figure out how you can pee to the ceiling though. Remember, he can do that. Yeah. Remember, he did that to the goblins.
That completes the look, being able to pee to the ceiling.
Well, yeah, because
It's
that's
part of the
that's his signature
ensemble.
move. Well, that and Cloaker Face.
Yeah,
So you gotta go find a cloaker, rip its face off, and get some cheap rope to put around it.
2 sessions ago, they faced a giant or colossal. What's the size between large and is it gargantuan? Gargantuan sized
Well,
spider.
they're huge and gargantuan.
Oh, huge! They faced a huge spider.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Yep. And
That does not sparkle with me.
Oh, he was going to tell us riddles.
he was trying to tell riddles, but you killed her.
Damn right.
But no, James didn't kill her.
Did I burn it?
No, James was stuck in the web most of the time. Soon as James broke free, stuck in the web again. You got to throw a hammer.
But
Well, he also lit the room on fire.
was
But
the
you
hammer on
fumbled.
fire to the?
No, you fumbled the hammer. So
Okay.
you tried.
So here's something I dictate for next session. Somebody has to punch my character in the dick next session for that.
So Michael redeemed it. Tang Shi went over and for no reason, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the plan, just went over and lit a chair on fire. He was like,
Threw the
fuck
chair
it,
at
let's burn the
fire,
whole
right?
room to the ground. And he lit a chair on fire.
See,
And
he gets
then
me. Why
Lydell
can't you guys get me like he does?
had climbed the edge of the room like the Hulk, smashing his fists into the wall all the way up through the ceiling, and then dropped down onto the thing's belly because it was hanging upside down on the ceiling. And then didn't get a chance to attack it, I don't think, not once.
I did get one attack while I was on its belly, but
I got one
I don't
attack
think it was
in,
that turn.
and then as soon as Tang Shi lit the chair on fire, he had one reaction to move out of the way. But I let him get a free action and setting up his sword in the exact right angle that the spider was going to retract up into the ceiling and impaled itself on his sword. And then it fell off of the ceiling into the fire.
See, Michael gets me. He understood the long game of this.
Well, he was trying to do
Slightly
something
disappointed
else.
the rest.
He wanted to jump from the stairs onto one of the spider legs to get up onto its stomach. But I think what he wanted to do was to get up onto its back because he thought it was turned the other way around. And I told him, no, it's actually upside down on the ceiling. And he said, oh, well, never mind. I like the chair on fire.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Something
actually
like
thinking
that.
about this the other night of I should give you Braden's and shit, I forgot the other one, the werewolf. Give
Oh.
you the other character sheets and have you throw them in there
What was his name?
and have you
Dante.
Dante, that's right. I remember my little nicknames for them.
What?
Oh, one of the things you did to the spider afterwards, because we were thinking that maybe you'd take its face off.
Yeah.
No, you smashed it to a pulp, to where there was nothing remaining of a spider left.
I accept that.
It was
That's
also
that's
already a charred
appropriate.
corpse, so.
It works.
I,
But I think that the game, from what I've seen so far, I'm still trying to play catch up here. I think that needs that Braden influence in there a little bit. You know, just that little touch of chaos.
yeah.
You know, just randomly attacking somebody for no reason, or trying to get into a fist fight with a dog for looking at him wrong.
One of the
The good things.
principal, what was his name? In Family Guy.
Brian Lewis.
What?
Yeah, he
Oh, you're talking about American Dad, Brian Lewis.
Yeah, he likes to fist fight dogs.
Yeah.
What?
What?
You never seen American Dad?
I don't watch. No.
Look
I've
up
seen a
sometime.
couple episodes.
Yeah.
The principal of the school, Brian Lewis,
Is
he's a
nuts.
big black guy who's like just
nuts.
all over the place. He owns an aquarium store, and like the kids in there one day like, I can't believe you own an aquarium. The people who come here can't believe I'm a principal. He has like he sells he drugged up the acapella group to win state. He they
I
see
do
him
know who you're
go and
talking
kill
about.
2 guys in a drug deal and steal the airplane, and then the kid's like, "Oh, don't worry about it, just my principal, no biggie."
He also blew him up with a grenade.
Yeah, no, he blew up his car, the van that he took
Yeah.
there with a grenade. No,
Yeah.
he threw a knife into one guy, then shot the other, then double tapped the other guy just to make sure. Stole the airplane with the coke. And then what else did he do? Then he would hit students and things. He got the kids into illegal blackjack games.
Huh.
This
Just
guy-
chaos. And then then when they were trying to get him married, they're like, he's been pronouncing cocaine properly. He, hasn't picked a fight with a dog in over a week. And then you see a dog walking past, just do the little thing to him, and you just see him center himself. And at the end of the episode, he goes up to a blind man's dog, punch it, and it spits out tooth, takes its vest off, and gets into a fist fight with the principal. It's an amazing character. But yeah.
The thing I'll state is that everybody in the show knows that he wears bikini bottomed red underpants, because that's him constantly stripping naked.
Oh yeah, he constantly just whipping his pants off.
Hey, change of subject. Garrett, did we ever
Yo,
get a definitive answer on the one item that you were taking from the shelf?
I said
The fist.
I said definitely the fist, and then my plan, and I never got a definite answer from Hunter on this, was to take the fist, put it on a stick, then take the skull, put the skull on there, to then get the sickle, in which case I would kind of rope it back on there to then pull the statue or the globe,
Bro, I'm
whichever
not
seemed
even
to be lighter.
DM, and that's frustrating me.
Each item is picking up another item. But regardless, the fist, the demon fist pleasure is coming with me. And that's where I said for a fact that will be used on the Innkeeper starter at some point. And then that's where you said they're all going to have sons. And I said I can fix that with a wig and a knife. And then we got derailed into something else.
Okay, so the necrotic fist, the definitive thing that you want.
And if that's the only thing I can take, then I demand to put it on a stick and carry it like a staff. So I can slap people with it.
A
I
Warhammer
think
bat?
that's hilarious. That would be a great thing.
I will let
But I'm
Michael
not the
know.
DM.
And people say I can't contribute shit. Now, if I can do the other, then it goes fist on stick, then grab skull, put skull on there, then grab the scythe, tape the scythe up, and then grab the statue or the globe, whichever seems to be lighter. I will let Michael argue that point for me later.
Yeah, I thought I could take two because I thought I was being offered as well the skull.
What?
I don't remember if he offered you anything.
And then
No, I was asking
afterwards,
him if he wanted to take the skull.
Right.
No,
my
I
counter
picked
offer
the,
would also be, depending on the situation, is to P on all the items, marking them as mine, therefore I can take them.
No, I
Your
do
character-
greatest artifact of all, the one that can cast a cantrip. That isn't as good as the cantrip.
It's half as good.
Question: is there anything in D&D that would be equivalent to a label maker, where I could write my name and kind of just sneakily put it on the back of?
Oh, things froze.
Oh, we lost Garrett.
What happened?
No doubt.
Oh, wait. We have visual.
Yay. My computer's a bitch monkey. I'm running another hub out to my kitchen area where my computer is right now, so
Oh
I
shit!
still have shitty reception out here.
Is today Father's Day?
No, that was last week.
Last week
That was last week.
or the week before.
Yeah.
Why am I getting a message that says Happy Father's Day?
I don't know. Who's
What the
giving it to you?
My mother.
Just to tell her thank you.
Yeah.
I can give you. You want me to give you a Father's Day message later? I'll send you one.
No, I'm
It'll be very
good.
artistic, if you will.
I don't even fucking know what day
You
that.
sure? Cause I got. I just found my Sharpies. You know, where they're different colors, and I've been really kind of digging on some things with body art. You know, it would be very, very artistic, very Greco-Roman, if you will.
All right.
Huh? I don't
Okay, I
know.
was about
Maybe it
to
was just a
say something.
delayed
I thought
message.
my computer froze.
No, sorry. I was looking over it again.
Everybody got quiet and nobody was moving, so I got kind of worried there.
Sorry.
I was moving.
Well, it wasn't until I saw Paul move that I was like, okay, maybe we're okay.
Yeah. Totally.
So,
that's cool.
to bring up my point that I was talking about earlier, anybody else think Microsoft's a liar for saying Windows 10 is going to be the last operating system you need and then announcing 11's coming out?
It gives you a new one. Yeah, that's crap.
Microsoft has been compared to
A
the
lot
mob.
of companies do that though. The last blah 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 you'll ever need.
Well, because
Again.
what they were trying to say is that they were going to do the same thing Apple does, where they've been on OS X for like the last 15 or 20 years, because all they do is just keep doing big updates and stuff to it, and then they cycle out the older, like if you have older hardware, all of a sudden it won't update anymore, and that's what they were kind of doing. But then they changed it up to Microsoft 11, and all they're doing is trying to make it look identical to Apple. Don't get me wrong, from people who actually have tech point of view, you can kind of fix it to make it look like it was before, and you
Yeah.
know, kind of deal with it. But from all the demos I saw from a person who works in tech support, my job is about to get exponentially harder once it actually rolls out into the professional sphere. And honestly, it's just like, it looks like they're trying to repeat of 8, where they're making it tablet based. And the logic I heard is because like all the kids growing up now are used to working with tablets and not actually computers. Because most kids have an iPad and shit by the time they're like 5 or 6 or some shit like that, and they're more comfortable with touch like tablets and iPhones and shit like that than they are with an actual computer. And that's where a lot of the features are more based on like touch screen and doing shit with that, which don't get me wrong, I can appreciate, but stop going back to Windows 8. Windows 8 is the Windows Vista, which is the Windows XP that all needs to burn in hell. Just like Andy's character right now.
What?
See with Andy's character, right to the left of that should be the failed Microsoft stuff, and to the right should be pretty much everything Apple.
Well, if he opens his mouth real wide, you'll see that there's a baby inside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's for pretty much where all the the video games and movies and shit for the last several years has been. You see, all in the
babies?
nice little package of hell. Well, because pretty much that's like the worst of the worst. It's like the devil being in the lowest pits of hell. The baby represents the most evil of evil.
Josh, you
It's
still
the
with us?
Antichrist.
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
Oh, he's just real quiet.
Actually, that reminds me. Where's Mike?
Where
I
is
just
Mike?
realized Michael has not been here the entire time.
Yeah, he's not here.
Well, tell him to stop that.
Could you
Think of the
elucidate?
room.
My drunk ass is here.
Oh, Garrett, do you want me to knock on his door,
Just
ask
apple
him to
juice,
join
right?
us?
Nah, that's fine. I just realized he was gone. I was like, oh, I don't have my little dysfunctional buddy with me. The only person that can be just as dysfunctional as messed up in the head as me.
Are you two brothers of the mind?
Oh, fuck you, Everclear. Up my nose. Okay, there we go.
Wah, wah.
You are drinking Everclear?
It's Everclear with a little bit of whipped cream vodka, a tiny bit of melon Mountain Dew, apple water, and a tiny bit of ginger beer for ambiance.
For a little effervescence.
It gives you that little tickle at the end, a little bite, which I never. Ever since I had a couple of years ago, I went to one of those juice bars and got like one of those green drinks, and they had apple and ginger. And I thought this is like the worst fucking idea, and I tried it, and apparently it's like the best combination of drink you can have.
Well, the only time I had Everclear was
So,
somebody. Sorry.
so yeah, if you take some of the Walmart apple water and you pour about yay high, then a little bit of ginger beer, and then fill the rest with Everclear, you have a good drink, and then you could tweak it a little bit from there to get a little bit of a different drink.
So I've got a drink mix for you, Garrett, that you can pick whatever alcohol you'd want to go in it, because I don't drink anymore, but if I did, it'd be vodka for this drink. It would be like a screwdriver, orange juice and vodka, but with
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
ginger ale.
Mm.
Get
See,
ginger ale, orange juice, and your choice
I
of clear
can't
liquor.
drink. I can't drink ginger ale, and this goes back to I think this is a Michigan thing. When you are sick in Michigan, the de facto drink is ginger ale. So
That's
as
the
a
way for a lot of
tiny
people.
little children's, so as a tiny little children's, they kept trying to give it to me. I never liked it, but I could force it down sometimes. Then one time my grandma told me about an old recipe when I think I was about 8. And it was ginger ale and milk.
Oh God.
What?
You don't put
It's like a
anything carbonated in
real.
milk.
I
Ever.
shouldn't.
It was like, well, no, it's flat. It's flat ginger ale.
Oh.
But you mix the two, and I have not. I don't think I had like Hunter. You remember when we used to go for our walks, and I would have the explosive vomiting, right?
Right,
And we would play Where's Waldo.
right.
Imagine that about 10 times worse with just nothing but stomach acid and
Oh,
milk and
God.
ginger ale.
Ew.
So since then,
Burns.
there's only been one time where I could get ginger ale down, and that's when I went to El Paso to visit my buddy David when he was in the army at Fort Bliss. And we had some Jamesons and some ginger ale, and that's like it. And I got
Well,
kind of drunk on the ginger ale, and then by the point I was drunk enough, I could get the ginger ale Jameson's mixed down, and then that's where I already had a messed up leg, and I decided to go outside when we were doing shit. And I was running and I was jumping over shit, and I bruised my leg even more. By the time I got back, everything from the knee down to the ankle was solid black from bruising
Jesus.
Cat.
on one leg. And eventually it got better because I actually had to go to the dentist and I got antibiotics for a tooth infection. And it just happened to also help with the leg after I did a little draining of stagnated blood.
Lovely.
Draining of stagnated blood.
Well, if it
Well,
helps,
because a lot of what happens with the bruising is a lot of the bruising happened because I fell on my leg. I forget what it was. There was about 3 or 4 times I actually fell on my leg. Two of the times was in Texas, but before that I had like 2 big bruises from something. I can't remember what. I think I fell down the stairs or something. I think it was like monsoon season, and I slipped on the steps of my apartment and slammed my leg. So what happened was a lot of the infection came from, bruising, which is burst blood vessels in your body.
Yeah.
And with nowhere to go, it just kind of stagnated.
Lovely.
I know there's a technical name for it, but I just call it stagnated blood. Just old timey shit.
Alright.
well, if it helps you to maybe try the drink, it mostly just tastes like orange juice. You don't really taste the ginger ale.
That might work. I love ginger beer though. That's the weird thing. I love ginger beer. I just can't drink ginger ale. Now, what I call a screwdriver is back in high school when they had Livewire, Mountain Dew, and thank God they started bringing that back. I would mix Livewire with vodka and call that a screwdriver, and I would drink that in the mornings before certain activities that may or may not have been school related, and yeah, that was my orange juice.
That's right.
I was
It's
not
really
I was
good.
not a model student. I will say that off the bat. Do not do what I did as a high schooler and or middle schooler.
And it's literally like a 1-to-1 ratio of orange juice to ginger ale. Or you could do a
Well,
2-to-1.
Actually, what's really good to do, and this is Pepsi kicking me in the dick again because they always do this. They bring back something I love dearly, and I know they're going to rip it away from me someday. But Blue Pepsi. I know I'm one of the few people that love Blue Pepsi. But you take a
They
glass
did
like
bring that
this.
back. I found the fucking
I
bottle
know they have
in the
it back right
garage,
now.
For now.
but where do I find it?
Circle
Circle
K's
K.
have it, and Fry's. There's some of the Fry's that sell like the 6-pack of the bottles.
I want
Fries.
my liquid cotton candy.
They're not doing
That's where I
great
got the
anymore.
last one was at Fry's. I got my last one at Fry's about a week ago. But what you do is you fill the glass about yay high with the blue Pepsi, and then whipped cream vodka.
All
and
right,
you just have yourself a good time.
folks, we have been going for about an hour now. And I think it's probably a good time to wrap it up, as everybody's got work in the morning.
I don't.
No, I don't.
And, well, I got work in the morning.
I've got work in the morning, and it's going to be another miserable day.
I don't worry.
Yeah.
Days.
I don't work until Tuesday, so screw you
I don't
all.
work until Wednesday.
Plus,
I
I
got Tuesday
just
off.
found out I have I have 25 days of vacation / PTO right now.
Nice. Take them on every Monday for the rest.
I don't work Mondays.
Well, then Tuesdays. Whatever your Monday is. Second Monday.
Well, I'm saving them up right now because I'm debating either going to an anime con in September or Flesh and Blood, the new card game that's been coming out last year, is going to do their first tournament, pro tour, whatever the hell you want to call it, in Vegas in September, and I might go to that and try to sell some of my cards that are just stupidly high in price right now. Well, they dropped a bit because of fucking crypto, but that's a whole nother issue that I could be here for like an hour talking about.
I'll just leave the stream running
Crypto
and
is
let you
fucking me.
rant.
Crypto is fucking me, but in the long run, it will help me because eventually it will swing back in about 3 to 12 months, and then all my shit will be expensive again, and then I might probably buy crypto next paycheck, and that'll be worth some shit. And then somewhere I had my laptop that when I was working at the last place I was working at, I won't name names, but when they gave us Wi-Fi access, I brought a laptop in and I was mining off their Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Good night,
Hey,
everybody.
All
I was
right.
thinking ahead. There was nothing in the rule saying I can't.
I'm gonna let you all go. And thank you everybody for joining us on this fireside. I know it was kind of a bit of a ramble. I didn't have anything prepared, but hey, we filled the time.
Gratuitous cat cam.
Oh, gratuitous
Power
cat.
dildo.
Oh, no, he ran away.
Denied. Oh well.
You
Good
missed,
night,
you missed the gratuitous
everybody.
cat cam earlier. Bye.
Power dildo.